not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, ladies and goblins, gentlemen, whatever you want to be called. Welcome, Goblin Nation, to this review of a horror movie of the 2005, May 2005, somewhere. I mean, it's a movie that's been out a long time. You know Supernatural. Everybody knows Supernatural, right? Well, good news and bad news, but good news. The actor that plays Sam in Supernatural, before that he played Sam, he played in The House of Wax, this horror movie. He was the girlfriend of the main character. First, it's a group that goes like, this group wants to go to a football or something. They want to go somewhere with a car, so it's a little bit road trip. On a road trip! But down the road trip, they kind of have want to go to sleep. Something creepy happens. Something smells. They find a dead bodies of horror kind of thing. They find just this is not dead bodies, but animal dead bodies are still weird and very disgusting and very illegal. So it's like, this is still illegal, I think. Anyway, so this is a whole kind of thing. Nobody seems to be like, yeah, that's a horrible kind of thing. But it kind of, they go to sleep. Everybody's like, the sister, the brother of the main character is this douchebag that goes in has been in prison for stealing stuff. He's been in kind of thing. He's been in lots of trouble. He's the bad guy, the bad twin. Anyway, so he has also, so he is also with them, and they're fine. He is being a bitch. The car is like, yeah, they're being creepy. Let's throw something at it. He's being too creepy, so they throw it. Comes they go away. They're away, and then at night she hears somebody, but nobody is there. Well, in the morning we find out the guy that was in the night, he kind of did something to the car of the Sam. I'm gonna call him Sam. Actually, his name is Wade in this kind of thing, but whatever. So he's kind of now like, okay, we need to kind of thing. So the rest are gonna go. She and him, they're not gonna go. They're gonna go to this little town. It's like, okay, you guys go there. We going with this guy to his house, to there, because there is a town there. So they go to this town, this small little town, and well, that's when the creepy starts happening. There is nobody. There is almost nobody. Nobody home. Nobody home. Rest nobody home. At first, but then there is somebody home. He's like, oh, don't worry. I got you kind of thing. I will kind of thing. So while they're waiting, they go into the House of Wax. They're like, first it's like, oh my god, this house is made of wax. Literally made of what? And those mannequins kind of thing look so lifelike. So that kind of thing is like, okay, let's go. Then they find a creepy kind of thing. I was like, okay, he goes back to the kind of, they go back, it's like, yeah, I don't got it. Like, what? There's like kind of things like, no, I think I have some one in the house. Why would you have somebody in the house? Why would you have that in the house? It's like just a creepy kind of thing. Also, there's nobody almost. Anyway, so they're trying to go to the to this church. There they find out it's just somebody that's gonna get buried, and after that they did all that. Anyway. So those two are kind of thing. Well, while that's going, the rest of the people, they find out that it's freaking traffic and irritating so much. They missed the fucking game already. It's like, we're already halfway. It's already halfway. We're already too late. What are we gonna do? Kind of thing. We should just go back, get them, and get the fuck out of here. So they going on the back hunting. Of course, the brother and another guy kind of go. Then there's this rich kind of guy that sticks with your girlfriend. That's like, I'm gonna have sex. Unless you guys gonna have sex, you guys are gonna get it. And so he gonna the bad guy, the bad twin, and the other guy kind of goes get him. Well, in a House of Wax kind of thing, something starts happening with Sam Wade kind of thing. He is like, you know what? This is creepy as hell. We have to go. I think it was I don't know, remember exactly what, but there was this very much like, oh, let's go there, and they somehow split up, kind of thing. He got into the house. That went very wrong. Oh yeah, they split both ways to find, I think, somebody else or something. Or was that, whatever. So he goes in the House of Wax somehow, some way. He fights his way to the rabbit hole, to kind of in the House of Wax. The rabbit hole made him, well, go, this crazy, insane guy finds him. And, kind of do him conscious, starts making him into sculpted into a wax mannequin, the mannequin kind of thing. You know, the mannequin challenge kind of thing. That kind of thing happens to him. He becomes it's like his brain is half kind of thing. He's kind of thing all. It's like to preserve it, but I know they're alive the first 24 hours or so. After that, they're pretty much dead. All the bodies, sure, they're preserved as living beings, but they're dead. They died from hunger, kind of thing. Somehow they're already dead. There is no way they're alive. It's a cool thing to think about. Yeah, they've been alive all along. They've been there. It's like, no, they're not. They're dead. If it's not from all that thing that they got on them, from wax and everything, choking on it, it's certainly from being hungry. They died from hunger, most of them, and then are just statues from being. So they're dead. It's like a good thing that their bodies are preserved for kind of thing, but whatever. It's like they were all alive when they kind of thing. So now he's becoming. Well, the girl gets kidnapped by the other brother, because there are two. There are two brothers. And the other one was the one that, like, here's kind of thing. Here's a thing. Well, we find out. She gets like, okay, you have to stay. Well, while that's going on, the twin brother comes, kind of thing. The other that also come, he went to, I think, to Wax, the House of Wax. Got also kidnapped. Got also in a fight, kind of there, and almost got turned also. Anyway. So the girl and the twin are now the only survivors, because one went all the way back to get those other two and killed them. They died. So that actually, those two are not the main character. They were like, there were only 4 characters that I felt like for me. Those two were like, I wanna stay here. I'm rich. I kind of got the money. The girl, I got a big ass car. That's what all he was. The twins were actually main focus, because Sam Wade was the first one to die. I was like, I'm watching this for him. He's a good guy. He's not gonna die. He's like the good person. He's kind of gonna break up with a girl. We find out it's because she goes to New York, and he doesn't know if he wants to go in a big city. After this, well, he's dead, but I don't think he will again. And he goes, she gets kidnapped under the thing. Here's his brother, but while that's going on, it's like he induct him, but you know, kind of thing to shut her mouth up. Like literally, she cannot talk. The kind of thing, her mouth got shut off. With kind of thing. I cannot talk about the name of. Anyway, so she's kind of thing. Well, she screams for a kind of thing when she finally able to kind of thing. She screams. Her brother is like, what? But her brother is not like it's not like some other horror kind of thing that runs away. from thing. He is like, oh, my sister is in trouble. I'm gonna fucking smash my way through. He does like the smart thing. He's maybe an asshole. He's maybe kind of thing, but when it comes to a horror kind of thing, he's really smart in this. He locks every door, gets then to his sister, and tries to get the hell out of there. But the other guy leaves, so he's like, okay, we have to be slowly, we have to be steady, we have to find somebody. But then they find out there is nobody alive. They try to run to this old woman that's always kind of thing. We find out this was an automatically thing that got on and shot and off and shot. So kind of thing, she's already been dead for ages. And that kind of thing happened. So that's like the only thing. We find out that later that everything was machinery, kind of like making it seem like the House of Wax is not the House of Wax, it's the whole town of Wax. Everything is movable. So they go back. They go kind of in this in the house because they don't know the Wade is alive or not. And well, they find out he's dead. So it's a lot of other, and then they run away, kind of thing, deeper in the kind of thing, with the brothers kind of hunting them down. I think first they're actually trying to go to this house of them. Nobody is. Oh yeah, there wasn't a kind of thing that they attacked. Yeah, they went to this theater where everybody was also in Wax, and when they go to this theater, he had already crossbow because like they're all already gonna hunt us down. We already lost if we gonna come. We need to fight back. And I'm like, sure, yes, that's true. Because if you don't fight back, yeah, in horror movies that never kind of is keeping running one point or the other, he's gonna kill you. There's no way you're gonna live. Certainly not when there is a whole town. So he takes the crossbow, gets to the theater with his sister. They hide kind of around the mannequins. He tries to find them, doesn't find them till eventually, I find you. And then the brother's like, I find you, and kind of hits his crossbow right in his kind of shoulder, gets him wounded. They kind of start running. He's kind of starts running after him. Then it's just when they come out, he comes outside the theater, kind of thing. The brother does another on his crossbow right in his heart, and somehow he survives that because it's a horror movie. Lots of things that like survives longer than superheroes even would survive it, and so they go to the house, kind of thing. They find out there is a twin, there are twins, because before this point they didn't know there was a second one. Well, I mean, we know because Wade's kind of thing, but we didn't kind of. Now it's like, okay, there's this twin kind of thing, and they were the Siamese twin kind of thing. They were pushed to each other. The skin was on kind of thing, but they need to survive, and the way they made them survive is by, well, they both survived, but one of the brothers had their skin half kind of thing of his eyes. He had only one eye kind of thing. He has kind of thing. He's a little bit brain damaged, and the other brother is okay. The other twin brother is alright. Now that I think about it, it's like, hey, twins against twins. That makes sense. So now there are two. One has like only one eye, and the rest of his half face is kind of, and the Wax, his face is like a little bit better. Yeah, that's I think the obsession about the kind of facts. His brother has this kind of thing, but he's like one is smart, the other is not so smart. It's like, but he is the one that does the Wax stuff, and so they both try to then come home because the other brother, you know, the Wax guy. Well, the Wax twin brother went to go grab those others that were camping, kind of thing, their bodies. Now he is already home. He hunted those two twins down, but they disappeared, and he went home. Well, he finds out later that the twins are here, that the sister and the brother are here in the kind of thing. but before they can do any big damage, they get the hell out of there, fight their way kind of thing, and get into the House of Wax. They hide in the House of Wax, and then they start like running kind of thing, trying to find another, I'm not sure. They run away, fires come and kind of thing. They start making a fire because one is trying to hunt him down, the Wax guy kind of thing. And then there's only the other brother that they have to worry about. The other twin brother fights while the sister also tries to fight, kind of thing, with a bat, and they fight a little bit kind of thing, but everything starts burning, and the other brother starts then going out of it, and eventually the one brother already damaged, already kind of tired, already kind of but still keep on going. Dies by, I think, a bullet in his head. I know they had a gun kind of thing, I don't know, but he died. He actually died. Then there was the other brother, just kind of thing. The sister run to the bottom, while this Wax brother, from this kind of thing, goes after her, and the evil twin kind of thing, the twin of the sister, the main characters kind of thing. She goes eventually, after fighting, because they're fighting him and eventually able to kill him. He goes after the other just in time before the sister dies. And because of that, it's like, yeah! And they fight, like, nope, the bad kind of thing. They try to fight it. The wax the fire starts burning because this house is all made of wax, so everything starts melting around them. They try to kind of thing. They eventually the bottom falls when he is dead by a knife kind of thing. He falls on his brother the way he was born, and they burn to death. Well, then the twins, the good twins, have to survive, get the fuck out of there before it all melts down. They survived, kind of running out of the wax kind of thing, and they did it, and they survived just in time before the whole thing collapsed. The fire, the smoke kind of thing made the cops aware that this town existed, because before this, they didn't even know this town existed at all. They have the statement, and the twins are the only survivors and go out. The other kind of thing, the wax kind of thing, they're dead. They're not alive. Well, this is a horror movie, so there is always a twist. This twist, I don't know if there is a second of the twist is they had a third brother. They find out the dog went to the third brother, and she sees them before they leave, and he just waves goodbye. Does this mean there is a third one? I would not. Second one, I would not think there would be a second one. One, the House of Wax was a cool one-off movie. Second, he doesn't able to make wax. I mean, it's like, yeah, sure, they're all trained by the same woman and kind of thing. But this guy is like very, very much like somebody that's on a farm, somebody that's kind of thing like this. A hillbilly kind of thing. He is not as smart as the one of the brother. He doesn't seem like a good thing. Like, yeah, let's do a second movie with him. He doesn't even look that smart. He's a freaking hillbilly. There is nothing about him that's like, yeah, we can make another House of Wax for him having his revenge. That doesn't make any sense to do that. So I would not say there is a second one, and if there was, I don't think it is gonna be good. Either way, I think the House of Wax was pretty cool. The psychopaths were, a bit forgettable, but at the same time, it was pretty cool. There have been worse horror characters that I had like this one-off or kind of thing. I want like Nightmare on Elm Street, like Jason Voorhees. I want some iconic in this. Well, this is a decade ago now. Oh god, it's more than a decade ago. It's like 15 years ago. Either way, there is like, I think there would be cool to see another horror franchise coming to life. Like we have It, but that's a reboot from an original kind of thing. But I want another horror kind of thing happening. Like somebody that's becomes iconic in the horror kind of thing, and that has this recurring role that you see. That's gonna be up there with the Nightmare on Elm Street and Jason Voorhees. So those kind of things, I would love to see another one like that. Yeah, the House of Wax, pretty nice, very enjoyable for the time being. I mean, now that we all are stuck in our houses, it's cool to see more horror movies, more kind of things. And even though I saw it a little bit more faster sometimes, I'm like in pieces and kind of thing, I still enjoy it for what it was, a 2005 movie. Kind of thing, and I love that evil twin brother, like he calls himself the evil twin brother kind of thing, because he was the bad guy apple from the two. How he defends his sister, how they become kind of thing, how his skills are like, yes, this is what you do, you fight kind of thing, and you also believe that he could fight them, because he is like, he's not a good guy and kind of thing, he's kind of bad. But the way he does this, he's smart about it. It's not like he just fights them. He is smarter about it. That I really liked about him. Anyway, so what got me into the movie was the actor that plays Sam in Supernatural. What got me out of the movie to enjoy it was the twins, because, you know, the Sam Wade in this movie, he kind of dies fast. He's the first one to die, so it's like, it's like one of your favorite characters dies already. It's like, oh, come on. But anyway, very enjoyable. What are your thoughts about Houseway? Have you ever seen the movie? Did you see it, movie? Let me know down below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, good night. It was fun. Another review of the Houseway. It's a 2005 movie. It's been out on a long time, so some people would not be alive. So man, can you imagine that 15-year-olds are not even alive when this movie came out? Oh, what a time. Man, I don't feel old. Anyway, bye!
And then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.